Coming off a 5-4 loss in Wednesday's Game 1, the Oilers held a practice here at Rogers Arena in downtown Vancouver. Absent from the practice, Bob, was Leon Draisaitl, and returning with the team was Adam Henrique. Chris Knobloch confirming that both players are day-to-day.
Yeah, well, Leon, at times in his career has exhibited that he's got the pain threshold of a cadaver. To be honest with you, I was a little bit surprised as I saw him leave the ice midway through the second period. It's like, that doesn't look good. And then I'm trying to think back what happened. Did he take a cross check to the spine area? Did he? Because he went on the ice for about 6 seconds and then came back, and I was like, oh, don't tell me it's a non-contact thing. So we'll see on Leon. I mean, there's a way that he could play theoretically and not play 20 minutes. So, and he's assuming the Oilers actually get some power plays. We all know how effective he is there, but. I just think back to the Game 6 in Los Angeles, Tony. You were there a couple of years ago, and Mikey Anderson, if you're an Oiler partisan, you'd say slew-footed him.
Yeah.
And I didn't think Leon was going to be able to play the next game, and not only did he play the next game, Game 7, he ended up with 17 points in 5 games against Calgary in round 2. So he's, if he doesn't go, that's going to tell you how compromised he is, because he is one tough fella. I don't have as much history with Adam Henrique.
Okay.
The fact that Gagne was a placeholder to me.
I was going to say, is it encouraging that Sam Gagne was a placeholder?
Yeah, I think that's a little bit encouraging for Leon.
Yeah.
The fact that Henrique didn't participate in any 3-on-2 drills or anything like that, to me, was a sign that we're probably looking at a little bit. Maybe he's a couple days away. That's my own, assessment from the cheap seats. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be right.
All right.
Which, if you've followed me over the years, I'm often wrong. But we'll wait and see.
I would say you're right more times than you're wrong. That's for sure. That's why everyone calls you the Bob Father. But post-practice, the media availabilities, we didn't really get a sense of panic from the players or head coach Chris Knobloch, did we?
Well, and again, I'm going to circle back. They've had some Game 1s not go well.
Yeah.
Where they didn't play well in Vegas last year in Game 1 after having a little bit of a break. Looked pretty good in game number 2.
Yeah.
So,
Are there a lot of similarities between this and Calgary a couple of years ago?
Well,
all-Canadian matchup, and you give up a disappointing Game 1?
Yeah. I mean, the only difference is in that game, Calgary built up a huge lead. They're up 6-1. The Oilers pushed back all the way in that game, and then the Flames ended up winning. And I remember early in Game 2, Edmonton was down 3-1. And I was like, ooh. But to the Oilers' credit, they got their game to another level.
Yeah.
And McDavid and Draisaitl and Hyman and Kane completely took over the series. Right? That's kind of what happened. Because it wasn't just Connor and Leon. I mean, Hyman scored in every goal in this, scored a goal in every game in the series. Evander had a hat trick. Nugent Hopkins had a couple of huge goals in Game 4 in Edmonton. The Oilers do have some really good players. And they're an older, mature team. I know Stuart Skinner can play better.
Yeah.
I know that today a lot of focus was on Darnell Nurse. He'd be the first to tell you that he and Cody Ceci, have to have more productive game. The whole team has to play better. They know that. This is a team with a level of, they got a standard, and they got a level of expectation as to how they're going to play, and they didn't meet that standard. And Vancouver played well. They played a hard, firm, aggressive game. They kept on coming at Edmonton when it was 4-1. And the Oilers went 23 minutes without getting a shot. I'm going to guarantee you that doesn't happen again. And if it does, Houston, we have a problem. So I expect Edmonton to get more shots on goal and be much more assertive.
And when it comes to the Edmonton players and coach, calm, cool, and collected was certainly the demeanor as they get ready for game number 2, Friday night in downtown Vancouver. Can't wait.